108 Gate, where we are having some live interactions with the energies. So I have started off saying that this is the December reading for Pisces December reading, and we had a whizzy energy come in. So part of you feeling, when it resonates, if it doesn't then let it go, part of you feeling disconnected from something you felt was lost, kind of giving up on hope, or giving up hope on something, giving up connecting with something because you just, the momentum was decreasing in something that you were enjoying at some point, or you felt was good for you at some point, and it just felt like it wasn't giving you the same spark, giving you the same gratification or satisfaction as it had in the past. So when we instead of trying to push it to become something that it's not, it felt like some of you may have pulled back and just kind of let it be. I accept that this may be over now. I accept that this is done now. I accept that this isn't part of my future now. And in that, you've either had something that's reconnect with it, like a rejuvenating spark, or something fresh is coming in. Either way, there's some of you are going to feel this within you, an internal energy of rejuvenation. So you do have Saturn at 0 degrees at the time of this reading, but so for December you are going to have Saturn in your house, which is like the rejuvenating, the shuffling of rules, of structures, of certain things that you may have had in the past hindering you or creating some strife. Either way, you've still got Neptune in your house, and you will do so for a while. So that Neptune energy still in your house, being supportive of your natural kind of wateriness, but at the same time there's a level of exhaustion being felt here. There's a level of possibly disconnecting, because there has just been so much going on that emotionally it could have been quite draining. So on some level, it's feeling like there either could be two lots of people or two groups, or it feels more so that it's same thing. So it's like kind of that the first way in to something was not fully thought through, not fully planned out, and therefore it's kind of fallen flat somewhere. But some of you are going to recapture that and know where it fell flat, and then pick it up, and it's going to run properly this time. It's going to work out this time in a different manner, more in a positive manner. Whereas the other group have kind of like, they realise that something's fallen flat. It's actually not for me, so I'm not going to put any more time, energy, effort into this. Instead, I'm going to put that time, energy, effort in another direction, and that's the thing that's going to come flying forward and progressing with ease. Either way, you're winning as long as you're listening to yourself. Health is coming into focus. We'll see why in a moment. And we also have devotion. So we're going to go to the masculine energies first. And like I've said for any other video, check out your natal chart and see which other relevant energies feel like they're popping up. It's not always just your moon or your Venus, and sometimes your moon and Venus doesn't feel like it's such a strong thing. It could be that I don't know, certain, depending on your natal chart, it could be that Pluto's playing a significant part or whatever now. So just have a look at all of it if you are confident to do so. In other readings, you may see a link for an astro chart that I use regularly. I'll try and put it in this one as well, but I have a feeling I'll probably forget to do it, and I'm sorry about that. There's just a lot going on. So Pisces does have quite a lot going on. You have Saturn and Neptune there at the moment. Therefore, you will have Saturn, Neptune in there in December. And at this current moment of the reading, you've also got the moon in Pisces too. So seeing where the emotion's going in, but when you're coming to this reading, whenever you're coming to this reading, the moon might not be in Pisces, but still you'll get some kind of influence from this, because I do Reiki also. So right, so you're building your foundation. You look into your foundation, you're feeling firm with your foundation, you're feeling more connected with what your foundation should look like and what you don't want it to look like. Like I said, there's certain things you've not sacrificed, but you've kind of let it go. You've thrown it to the fire, you've thrown it to the charity shop, you've thrown it to the past experience. You've notched up certain experience tokens, so to speak, so you've got something from it. And then from this, feeling proactive, the King of Wands coming in, feeling proactive, feeling rejuvenated. Health is in a good space, or should be in a better space as things progress. As you start ironing out this Saturn coming into Pisces energy, Saturn being in, look at that, you're going to feel more connected with your higher self. You're going to feel more connected with your higher perspective of things. Your emotions are going to be more manageable, and you're going to identify things a lot easier. For those of you who are doing that, who are really taking a decisive, active role in being more pleasant to yourself, being more kind to yourself, being more attentive to what your needs are, your health is going to benefit, and you're going to feel more devoted to your actual purpose. And I don't mean just your purpose in the world. I mean like you as your purpose, as being your primary carer, being your first port of call, being your first an active best friend initially. Everything is coming second or after that. So interestingly, we have, let me try and get this without pulling everything over. You have this that's coming upside down, Two of Swords. So there may have been elements of indecisiveness in the past. This is indicating where you may have felt weaker before. If you're feeling still elements of indecisiveness, it's not a matter of judging yourself. It's not a matter of feeling as though you're losing or you're not winning. It's more about coming to an assessment of the situation. Like I said earlier, it's like some of you are in the space of, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm going to do this instead. Some of you have been disconnected from something you were doing, and now you're being reconnected. Either way, you're being decisive. So there's Two of Swords of being indecisive. That way, you're being more decisive now. You're devoting yourself to something that's more functioning and more functionable and more appropriate to and suitable for yourself. So either way, you're winning. It feels like you're winning. Right, so we're going to move these up a bit. Temperance, bringing in more calm, bringing in more decisive action, because you are seeing that, and you're feeling more so in your high emotional intelligence, that which things are pleasant for you, which things are pleasant for you, but they were of a low vibe habit, a low vibe pattern, but you're going in the way of those things which are functioning for you, and because they are good for you, because they are improving your health, because you know that now improving your health, you can be more devoted to yourself, therefore putting yourself as a priority. And here we have that higher perspective, that higher intelligence is literally now feeding and informing the emotional well-being. So the Queen of Wands feeling more active, and not only are you feeling more active because you've got the King of Wands and the masculine energy, but you're feeling more active emotionally because you've got the Queen of Wands, feeling proactive to think about those new plans, think about new strategies, think about new ideas, think about new ways of doing things, and actually going for it right under the King of Wands, proactive. So the King of Wands being very proactive and very assertive and very goal orientated and going for it, making sure it is executed, emotionally feeling like you're supporting yourself at this point. Therefore, you're providing yourself the perfect conditions to actually take those steps forward, make those steps, take those steps, enjoy those steps, and go with it. So another one. Okay, so King of Cups came up upside down. This may be feeling as though you may have placed a sense of love, or you may have devoted yourself before devoting yourself to you. You may have devoted yourself to a particular kind of relationship, or like I said earlier, there's a group of you who basically knew that, okay, you've put so much time, energy and effort into a certain thing, a certain relationship. It wasn't working out. It wasn't worth your while. So therefore you've pulled yourself back from it and essentially rescued yourself from a unfavourable, unsavoury situation. So the King of Cups coming up in this direction, it just feels like this is now taking interest in how those two came in upside down. None of the others did, and both of those are the ones that fell on the floor. Interesting. So you're no longer indecisive about that. You're decisive that you are going to be cutting off certain expressions of love, certain expressions of devotion to things that are not worth your while, because you are seeing that there's so much more in favour of you and you in favour of it. So therefore choosing, deciding to be more proactive in a way that's preventing others possibly from bringing you down, preventing others from accessing you. And that may be where the conflict comes in, if any, around this, because if you're not being indecisive and you're not pouring your love into some things now that are just not worth your while, you may have a bit of backlash from that. You may have a bit of conflict coming in from that, like, where have you gone? Why are you not being attentive to me? But I'm not worried about that, because it feels like you're solid in your decision here. There are some signs I've had readings coming up that they may be indecisive and they get pulled back into this cycle. I don't feel like you are. I feel like you're very decisive on where you're going, why you're going that way, putting yourself as a priority and enjoying it, feeling the benefit of it, feeling the goodness of it, feeling the nurturing of it, and enjoy it. Enjoy this vibe, because you've worked hard for it to get to this point. And those are people who aren't doing their own work and need you to kind of just baby mollycoddle them. It's not going to work, and you know it. That's not what you're about. That's not where you're heading. That's not what you expect for your long term. So props to you, and letting you know that I do daily divine masculine and daily divine feminine readings. I've got to be honest, the December readings for the zodiac signs, they have thrown energies this way, that way, all over the place. So if I'm sounding like I'm stuttering, or I sound like I'm tripping over words like I've just done now, it's because there's so many energies going to be going through in December. Enjoy the ride. You feel like you're secure in what you're doing and why you're doing it. So, like I said, enjoy it. There is also daily feminine, daily divine masculine readings to support this process and just to strengthen ourselves and kind of just keep ourselves in check, keep ourselves assessing what's going on. And so you're welcome to subscribe, join the crew, join the team, and on this fine and fantastic journey. So for now, peace and love.